Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viperland back with Ironcast. Going straight on to the next mission, we'll see what we got. Alright, so we have different mission types. Usually in the second or third day, you'll get different types. So we got survival, salvage, and trade. I think trade is pretty much a simple, you trade X resource for another. So they need more than 1,000. Oh, she's offering us 1,000 scrap. We don't know what she wants. Usually you can either offer them something, generally speaking it's going to be your whatever they're called, war assets, but you can sometimes also bully them and threaten them, but they tend to be harder battles. I'm not going to show that right now. Survival is pretty simple, but I think right now I'm going to do salvage. Salvage is really handy, but it gives you a downside. So we're going to pick that real quick. When you do this, or any mission really, it'll show the requirements in this little corner here. So we have to destroy the enemy steam tank without damaging its armor system. That means not a single hit can impact this square, which means we cannot use dwarven rocket pods because they could hit anything. It's a little bit of a downside, but generally speaking, if you do one of these missions without damaging that piece, you get it. Not the blueprints for it, you get the full darn thing. Since we were not going to be able to knock that out, it's got a one-shot pretty heavy damage and a one-shot pretty heavy damage, so neither one of those is really better to knock out than the other. We're going to try and knock out its drive for the moment. And yeah, let's just start out here. Wow, that's a lot of ammo. Since all of its stuff is single shot, we kind of want to walk a lot. Ah, one of them got an overdrive just randomly. So we're up to a 26% chance to dodge. I mean, it doesn't hurt to put up shields. There's no... I mean, I guess there's a coolant downside, but otherwise it's not too bad. May as well try and get at least some of these out. We'll get 8 of them out now to fill that so we can unload immediately next round. You'll notice the trains have armor, not shields. It's always up, they don't have to do anything with it, and it's just a flat 30% reduction of all damage they would take. What else can we match? I kind of want the overdrive. Let's waste a little bit of ammo, and we'll be done there. See what they do. Trains and whatever has that armor, you can knock it out by blowing it up, which we clearly don't want to do to this guy because we're trying to protect it, but if we weren't trying to protect it, we could hit that, and once it hits 0, that 30% goes away, but the second they repair it even the littlest bit, it goes back up. So it's kind of a double-edged thing. It's always there, they don't have to spend any energy to keep it there, which is really nice, but at the same time, it doesn't help as much. It's an overall reduction, so it doesn't really help as much against like light cannons. So, now that we have overdrive, overdrive affects weapons a little differently, depending on the weapon. A single shot weapon just simply gets more damage. It'll just do more damage. A multi-shot one gains additional shots depending on how many would normally be fired. So this 5 is probably going to go up to a 6 or 7. If it's like a 2-shotter, it probably gains 1 more. He's got 30% damage reduction. We're going to try this one anyway, just to show it's going to do more than 5 shots. 8. Alright. So not a shabby amount, and we are hitting the drive to try and make it so it won't dodge as much. May as well... we'll fire a big one. It is important in a salvage mission to keep in mind this stuff over here. We're also going to drain 50 hull. Just add it to ours. That's a really nice ability. And try and get 8 more of those. Because once you blow up the drive, it'll just start targeting kind of whatever. So you want to make sure you're always targeting something that has health. I'm going to pop that to clear the board a little bit. We have 2 moves left. A link one. This is not the best opportunity for it, but normally you could only link the same types, like I can't go to blue from here. However, through a link one, you can link to a second one. This is not the best example of it, but it is a really nice thing to have. Now that he can't dodge, let's just blast him with that one. One more. And now to gain a ton of coolant, because we are running out quickly. Our defenses are okay. I should have bumped them up a little more, but we'll deal with what we got. However, his health is getting really low. That's also a plus. He missed, even with a 14% chance to dodge. And we'll keep firing at that weapon for now. Let's try and get a little defensive and hope for more. There we go, more ammo. We should probably be able to finish him off with one more shot, maybe. Never mind, one more after that. And we target another thing so that it doesn't try and hit the armor. And boom goes the train. Pretty straightforward, you just have to really keep in mind not to hit the bad bits. We gain a level. And did we not gain? We just got a blueprint. Normally you gain the full equipment from that. It's possible I hit the armor, but I don't think so. Alright, let's see what we got here. We've got either coolant cost of the weapon is reduced by 1, you'd assign that to a particular weapon, not shabby. Link nodes spawn twice as often, also not bad. There's a 10% chance that each shot from this weapon ignores your opponent's shields. That's pretty good, but it's hard to rely on that. I'm going to say the Link one, actually. And we got an Energy Lance blueprint. I must have nicked the armor at some point, because you're supposed to get it. I didn't think I did, but whatever. So, you'll notice we have our passive over here. We can only have 3 active passives at a time, other than our default one. So now we've got a new energy weapon, which is a one-shot big burst, which does more damage than our already existing one-shot big burst. And since it's an energy weapon, it does 10% more. It's really just the Mark II of what we had. We can also afford it, so I can't see any reason why not. Let's equip that sucker. Save and close. If I wanted to, I could equip that one too. I don't, because I like the variety of having different types of damage. However, if you really wanted to have 2 big shot weapons, nothing's stopping you. They'd both be energy and gain the 10% from the passive. However, that's not what I'm going for right now. Alright, so we got collection, which we haven't gone over yet, a battle, which is a battle, and a challenging battle. We're going to do collection. And we're going to skip whatever storyline they're going to throw at us, like that. Okay, so we got another one of these guys. He's got a single shot, which is good for dodge, a 5-shotter, which is better for shields, and they do about the same damage, so it really doesn't matter which we go for, but we should probably stack one or the other. I think I'm going to go for shields and attack that weapon, but he's also got really big really big shields himself and pretty decent drive. So, let's get started, I guess. And if we start from this end, we can not only get all the energy, but with our double chance for link nodes, we can clear out a bunch of repair as well, all in one movement. All in one match, we got all of that. Not shabby whatsoever. Buff up the shields, and a little bit of walk. So for the collection missions, you have to gain crates. These guys, they can be part of any combination. You can go from coolant, from there, you can go from ammo. It still has to be part of a total of 3 gems, and it doesn't count as a link node, so you can't switch. But I can do something like that, and get all of those. So we're going to overdrive our shields, and not enough to walk anymore. Usually, once you hit your quota, unless it's a vague, like, just get as many as you can, you will immediately end the mission. So, if you want to get the bonus for killing the enemy, don't get the 8 yet. I also almost forgot to do the rocket pods. As you noticed in previous battles, you do get a bonus for defeating the enemy. However, if you want to get a maximum amount of your health remaining and you don't want to lose the battle, you can try and rush big. Like, I could clear all this ammo out and hope that what drops down is more of the crates. And it didn't, of course. So let's fire some weapons. This would be the one type of battle mode, or the one type of mode, where I would honestly say that making those big, wasteful combinations could still be a really good idea. Gonna gather the scrap. I'll gather scrap, and abilities like that are also good on modes like this. And we may as well get some energy. Gonna need some more coolant soon. Did I knock out his weapon yet? Yes, weapon is down. I'll just let it auto-target after that. Probably a bad practice, but also whatever. Shields are up and running, walking a little bit better. And other than coolant being low, we're doing pretty good. Let's see what he's got. And other than our lack of ammunition crates. Alright, so he has completely knocked out our shields, so we must repair them, like so. It's always kind of handy to have around 5 remaining for things like that. He also hit us really hard, we're going to want that health back. Thank you. So let's gather some coolant. Yeah, I'll get that crate shortly. I want the overdrive now. And let's get the crate as well as clear out some repair nodes, which we actually need because he keeps hitting our defenses. That should help out a bit. You'll notice, because he knocked out our shields, he knocked us all the way back to 0, even though we had stacks of it. Only one match left, thankfully. With that handy link node, we can go... I was hoping for more ammo. Alright, hold on. I might just do pure ammo and try and knock... no. I won't do that. Because in these types of missions, even if you kill the guy, there's always going to be just another one waiting. Like, they will spawn indefinitely. You still only have your set turn limit, but since I don't have any crates, and he dodged it, of course, going all-out offensive is not always the best way, because they're just going to keep coming back. So we desperately need coolant and to that crate, so it works out pretty nicely. Some weapons never hurt anyone. Well, never hurt us, it's gonna hurt him. I need more coolant, but I want to be defensive too. So I'll go defensive for now. So that's maxed out. And maybe we can knock out... Damn. 30% chance to dodge is not shabby. And now his weapon's out at least. And he's at 72. Again, the goal isn't to kill him, but we haven't been getting a lot of crates. Normally the crates appear at a more frequent rate than this. We seem to just be unlucky. He has no shield, so let's blast him with that guy. It might actually kill him. It does. But, as I said, another guy will pop out, but starting fresh, so in theory should have no shields or walking, just kinda there. Oh, and it's a new type. We're gonna life leech. I can't believe that's only a 3-turn cooldown. Or 2-turn cooldown. Okay, we've got... It'll also automatically add one more match when you beat somebody. So since we didn't use any matches, we have 4 this round. I'm gonna get the ammo because I kind of want to finish this before we take all of our health damage. We desperately need coolant. Hoping for more... I was hoping for... Actually, it does work. I was hoping for more crates because we need... Okay, 2 crates for next turn. What weapons do they have? They've got a 2-shotter and a 1-shotter, but that does smaller hits, so shields is by far our best bet. Walking doesn't hurt, however. But the shields we want to keep maxed. That's going to be the best against this guy. As you can tell, he's trying to knock it out. Alright, that stung a lot. We have... Oh, we got that guy. Clears all that. We don't get experience for those, but we do get the normal effect of the nodes themselves, so we gain those extra bits of scrap. And we only need 1 more crate. Is there any big thing we can knock out here? Repair is the biggest, and we could use the nodes. Okay, so now and a repair just in case, but in theory this should immediately end the mission. Yep, we got our 8 missions done. We get the reward we were promised, plus we get a reward for destroying that guy. Had we just rushed it, we wouldn't get the 55 and 325, but sometimes that's okay to give up. And we gained 2 levels from that sucker. So our first extra passive, 10% chance for each shot to go through shields, we've seen that. Coolant cost -1, and when fired on overdrive, this weapon's damage is boosted by an additional 25%. I've never seen that one before. I kinda like that. That could just make things go boom pretty quick. And we got another reward. Evasion chance of each active walk layer by 5% for 2 turns. So if you're at max 3 stacks, that's 15% extra for 2 turns. Not bad at all. We've got your opponent is immediately halted, unable to move for 2 turns. I haven't seen that. That's handy against like trains and such. Replace all energy nodes with repair nodes. Some of the replaced ones are nice. I don't like that one. I kinda like me moving better. That's what we're gonna go with. And we've got better shields, which doesn't help us move better, but you know. Gonna pop the repairs to max, which means we probably don't have enough to add a new defense at 750. I'm also gonna switch that. I want that on my weapon B. I'd rather my weapon B, when fired in overdrive, does massive damage. Alright, that's another 2 battles, which seems a good place to stop this. We've got a good amount of Ironcast passives, actives, a few passives, decent amount of gold, and we seem to be doing okay. Again, in a game like this, I can turn around at any point, so who knows what's to come. This is the end of episode 2. Hopefully in the next episode I'll be able to show off a survival mission, or a trade mission perhaps, and hopefully I won't die, so tune in next time to find out.